Woo! Okay, my goodness. I got a book haul video. Hey, it's your girl Tanya, and welcome to another episode of Books and Brown Liquor. And I have a book haul video. Yay! Okay, so those of you that don't know about thriftbooks.com, you're welcome. Thriftbooks.com. I got most of these books used for very, very cheap. I think I got 8 books here. Let's get into it. So as usual, hold on, let's get this light. Ooh. There I go. Okay. After reading Jar of Hearts by Jennifer Hillier, the first book on my list is Creep. Can you see? Creep by Jennifer Hillier. Yo. Ooh. And those of you that don't know, have you ever seen Creep on Netflix? Check it out. No relation. I'm just saying. Okay. Dr. Sheila Tao is a professor of psychology, an expert in human behavior with her own hidden past. But she's not the only one keeping secrets. When Sheila began an affair with her sexy graduate assistant, Ethan Wolfe, she knew she was playing with fire. Consumed by lust when they were together, she was riddled with guilt when they were apart. Now she's finally engaged to a good man, and it's time to end the dangerous liaison. But Ethan has something different in mind. He intends to make her pay for rejecting him. You already know. How come you can't never just have a little fun without consequences? You know what I'm saying? Like, the ones that be the most fun be the most crazy. So anyway, Creep, Jennifer Hillier. Can't wait to read it, okay? Yeah, can't wait to read it. I don't know, I'm trying to get my life together. Okay, so anyway, next. Woo! Near the Bone by Christina Henry. I did not start reading this book yet. Okay, wait, my bad. I read the first couple pages just to get a feel of it, and damn, this is good as hell. Okay. This is about, let me just read it. A woman trapped on a mountain attempts to survive more than one kind of monster in a dread-inducing horror novel from the national best-selling author Christina Henry. Maddie can't remember a time before she and William lived alone on a mountain together. She must never make him upset, because when Maddie discovers the mutilated body of a fox in the woods, she realizes that they are not alone after all. There's something in the woods that wasn't there before. Something that makes strange cries in the night. Something with sharp teeth and claws. When 3 strangers appear on the mountaintop, looking for the creature in the woods, Maddie knows their presence will anger William. Terrible things happen when William is angry. What I gather from this, William is abusive. To me, William is the monster. Okay. But I was reading page 9. Let me just give you an example of William. Maddie is not allowed to leave, under no circumstances ever, right? Maddie is not even allowed to read the newspaper. So check this out. Even if some man did shoot a bear, Maddie would never see his name. She was expressly forbidden from reading anything except the Bible. On the rare occasion that William went into town and returned with a paper, he would always lock it in his trunk. Maddie was not permitted to be in the bedroom when he opened the trunk, and he kept the key on a ring that was on or near his person at all times. The keys to the cabin and the storehouse were also on his key ring, as well as two strange keys. Maddie didn't know what these were for. And one time she'd asked about the keys, and he'd given her 2 black eyes, so she never asked again. All I'm saying, the monster on the mountain is his ass, okay? Near the Bone, can't wait to read the rest. Yeah, okay. All About Love by Belle Hooks. For those of you that don't know Belle Hooks, she is an amazing author and feminist. And she actually recently passed away, I believe in December. But she's written a lot of books about what it is to be a woman and what it is to be Black in the United States of America. So a lot of the topics that she touches on are love, racism, sexism, and Black women in relationships. So I can't even put it all into a nutshell. Belle Hooks, y'all. If you don't know, now you know. But I've always wanted to get my hands on All About Love. I learned about her by watching different documentaries and different interviews, and her points of view and her books are very thought-provoking for women of color. So if you haven't read any Belle Hooks, this will be a good place to start. That's all I'm saying. Okay, keeping it moving. The next one is, I got a trilogy by Zoraida Cordova because I've been reading a lot of horror, thriller, psychological, crazy shit. And I decided that I do love books about magic and about witches. So I decided that I was going to get the Brooklyn Bruja series. The first book is Labyrinth Lost. And like I said, these are used copies from thrift books. So I think this used to be a library book. Actually, it was. Thank you, Queen's Library. So yeah, the first book is Labyrinth Lost. My bad. Zoraida Cordova. And this is basically, let me see. Here we go. Alex is a bruja. Bruja is a witch. Alex is a bruja, the most powerful witch in a generation, and she hates magic. At her death day celebration, Alex performs a spell to rid herself of her power, but it backfires. Her whole family vanishes into thin air, leaving her alone with Nova, a brujo boy she can't trust. A boy whose intentions are as dark as the strange markings on his skin. The only way to get her family back is to travel with Nova to Los Lagos, a land in between as dark as Limbo and as strange as Wonderland. When I think of Los Lagos, that makes me think of Greek mythology. You know how in Greek mythology, when people go to the underworld, they have to go across the river Styx, because Los Lagos means lakes in Spanish. So it makes me think of like going over the river Styx to go to the underworld. So this is giving me vibes of like, remember Coco when they went over the bridge and he went to the underworld where like all the other people, they're not really alive, but like the underworld basically. So that's what that makes me think of, that she's going to the underworld. So that's the first book in the series. And then Bruja Born is the second book in the series, right? Bruja Born. And I believe this is a completely different character. So these are stories of different brujas or witches or whatever. Then the third book in the series is Wayward Witch. So I'm very excited to get started. One little lie can destroy everything. Rose Mortiz has always been a fixer, but lately she's been feeling lost. She has brand new powers she doesn't understand, and her family is still trying to figure out how to function in the wake of her amnesiac father's return home. Excuse me. Then on the night of her death day party, Rose discovers her father's memory loss has been a lie. As she rushes to his side, the two are ambushed and pulled through a portal to the land of Aras, the fairy realm. There, Rosa is forced to work with a group of other powerful teens to save Aras. Soon, she begins to discover the scope of her powers, the troubling truth about her father's past, and the sacrifices he made to save her sisters. But if Rose wants to return home so she can repair her broken family, she must first figure out how to heal Aras. Okay. So we got magic, adventure, secrets, and all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm here for it. Yeah, I want to read things that are just a little bit lighter. I can't say I'm taking a complete break from horror, but I like to mix it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And the other book by Zoraida Cordova, The Inheritance of Orca Divina. I think I said that right. And it's another book about magic. And here we go again. The Montoyas are used to a life without explanations. They know better than to ask why the pantry never seems to run low or empty, why their matriarch won't ever leave their home in Four Rivers, not for graduations, weddings, or baptisms. But when Orca Divina invites them to her funeral and to collect their inheritance, they hope to learn the secrets that she has held on to so tightly their whole lives. Instead, Orchidea is transformed into a ceiba tree, her limbs stretched into roots and branches, leaving them with more questions than answers. 7 years later, her gifts have manifested in different ways for Marimar, Ray, and Rhiannon. granting them unexpected blessings and powers, but soon a hidden figure begins to tear through their family tree, picking them off one by one as it seeks to destroy Orchiday's line. Determined to save what's left of their family and uncover the truth behind their inheritance, her descendants travel to Ecuador, to the place where Orchiday buried her secrets and broken promises and never looked back. Woo! Wow, that's a lot. Okay, The Inheritance of Orca Divina. I'm here for it. I heard a lot of good things about this. I follow Bow Ties and Books on YouTube, and she was reading this, and her reviews were very good, so I trust her. I trust her judgment. And the last book is The Night Swim by Megan Golden. I've never read anything by this author, and Target, why? Target, why? I hate that. Why? Anyway. Yeah, this is about, I can't remember, from the best-selling author of The Escape Room. A sleek, well-crafted ride to a surprisingly twisty conclusion. So it's about a girl who is a podcaster. She became an overnight sensation and has become a household name. She is the last hope for people seeking justice. So she's used to being recognized by her voice. I'm like kind of skipping over. The new season of Rachel's podcast has brought her to a small town being torn apart by a devastating rape trial. A local golden boy, a swimmer destined for Olympic greatness, has been accused of raping the beloved granddaughter of the police chief. Under pressure to make season 3 a success, Rachel throws herself into her investigation, but the mysterious letters keep coming. Someone is following her, and she won't stop until Rachel finds out what happened to her sister 25 years ago. Officially, Jenny Stills tragically drowned, but the letters insist she was murdered. And when Rachel starts asking questions, nobody in town wants to answer. The past and present start to collide as Rachel uncovers startling connections between the two cases and a revelation that will change the course of the trial and the lives of everyone involved. Damn. Okay, so that sounds good as hell. Right up my alley. And I'm here for it, okay? So I got all of these from thrift books, except for the Belle Hooks book I actually got from Amazon. And my most favorite is another thing I picked up, Crown Royal Apple. For those of you that don't know, you're welcome. You take a glass, you throw in some ice cubes, a couple of shots of this, and some ginger ale, and you're good to go. And that concludes my book haul video, book haul / brown liquor haul. And I wish you all good reading. Thank you for watching. Bye.